Hello, Seppo. Thank you for participating in this interview.
Hello, Marina.
I have several questions for you. The first one is, how long do you own property in Turkey?
Since 2010, so it's 13 years today.
And what was the purpose of your purchase?
The main reason was the possibility to play golf with a lot of golf courses here in Belek, so that was the main reason. And probably the second reason was actually that it's nicer if you have your own place where you stay instead of hotels. In hotels it's quite good, a week, max 2, but not longer times.
Yeah. Did you plan to earn on your property in Turkey, like investing?
Yes, kind of. The idea was from the beginning actually to rent the villa during the time when we were not here, because our idea was really that we only have a few weeks during the year where we can stay here, and now when we are more or less semi-retired and soon retired, then we can stay longer times. But anyway, it will probably be maybe 2 months in springtime and 2 months in autumn, and the rest we are renting.
Okay, so good weather, sea, golf and nice atmosphere attracted you here, right?
Yes.
And what are the main advantages from your point of view of having a property in Turkey?
Turkey was actually selected from the start actually due to we compared also Spain and Portugal, but actually the properties both in Spain and Portugal was much higher in price, really drastically higher. Plus there is not so many places in Europe where there is such amount of golf courses close to each other.
Yeah, that was the right decision. I also think that also not many resorts in Europe can say that they have such a well-developed infrastructure for holidaymakers. Not only golf courses, but beaches and shopping malls and some kind of entertainment facilities, especially for children.
Yes, yeah. That's true. We were not considering that as much at that time, but now when we have 2 grandkids, it's important that there is some amusement parks and things like that close by. Shopping, yes, my wife likes more shopping than me, so that's not so important for me, but obviously you need to have some possibilities.
Some developed infrastructure, right. And which difficulties did you face while owning a property in Turkey?
Actually, not many really. Really, the one thing is that you need to pay the property tax once a year. You pay your electrical bill, your water bill, and the site management fees, but not that much really. One surprise was maybe that you need maybe more renovation than I was expecting from the beginning, but again the pricing is quite reasonable, so it's not a huge cost really compared with what it is back home.
Okay, thank you. And what is the most important thing you would recommend for future property owners here? What advice would you give them?
I would say that what we didn't do was to look around enough that you have the possibility to see different options. It's not something you need to do a decision very quickly. You can wait and look around that you find the right kind of property you want. Do you want a flat or want a villa, or do you want it in Belek or somewhere else? So I think that is the most important thing.
Yeah, some kind of pre-research before you go and buy,
yes,
and to understand what you really want
Yeah.
from the position of the region and type of the property.
Yeah, and to be honest, I would, if we would buy a new property, if we haven't been here, I would rent one for a month or so to see if this is the way I would like to be. But I have nothing to regret, so everything has been fine. So nothing,
Yeah.
no mistakes in that respect.
Yeah, no
But-
mistakes.
but,
So you are, but some people, you know, probably from some other owners, you know, who made this mistake, yeah?
Yeah,
Chose not right type of the property, apartment instead of
Yes.
villa, or villa instead of apartment.
True.
Yeah.
That is quite important to understand, and really to decide on themselves, do they want to rent or not renting, and so on. So those are things which need to be considered.
Yeah. And one last question. What do you think is the most important thing to do when you choose your property, or when you are thinking about buying a property in Turkey?
I think the best thing is to try to find the best company who can provide the services, and maybe we were lucky to find the right company from the almost beginning. We actually met one other company before, but we didn't like their way to show, because one thing when you want to buy something is that the property company really listen to what you are saying and what you want, instead of showing you totally something else what you are not looking for. So that is, I think, the rule number one that you need to follow. It's not just in Turkey, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
That
To find
you
the
listen to
right
the
real
customer.
estate to help you, to assist you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you a lot. I believe this information will be very valuable and useful for future property owners.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you.